Hello everyone and welcome back to ICC What to Watch, where we break down the must-see matchups in European football. I'm your host Chris Murch. While match week 29 in Germany didn't feature rivalry games or the derbies that we had been seeing in previous weeks, it was an important one standings-wise. Yes, we have seen 7 straight champions, Bayern Munich, separate themselves from the pack at the top. However, spots 2 through 5 are only separated by 4 points, and the last spot for European competition is also tight, with spots 6 through 10 separated by only 5 points. Every club has now played 4 matches and have 5 to go. With Bayern up 7 points over Borussia Dortmund, do we see an epic collapse from Mia San Mia or continued dominance in an 8th straight Bundesliga title? Can Bayer Leverkusen leapfrog Borussia Mönchengladbach or RB Leipzig and sneak into the Champions League next season? Will Wolfsburg hold on to the last Europa League qualifying spot? There are many questions still left to be answered coming down the stretch. Let's take a look at the 3 most important matches for the Bundesliga this weekend. Matches you should 100% be tuning in for. Bayer Leverkusen versus Bayern Munich. This game is star-laden and should be goal-packed, quick, exciting, and means a ton for both teams, actually. A loss for Leverkusen could be potentially devastating for their Champions League hopes, especially if the teams above them garner a win. Leverkusen quickly bounced back from an embarrassing 4-1 loss to Wolfsburg earlier last week, with the team beating Freiburg 1-0 thanks to a Kai Havertz goal. A historic goal, as he's the first Bundesliga player to register 35 goals before his 21st birthday. The German rising star looks unstoppable at the moment. Can he help his team upset the hottest team in football right now? He's going to have his hands full trying to get through Bayern's back 4, but the way Kai's been balling as of late, this game could get interesting. Leverkusen has also beaten Bayern the last 2 times they've faced off. However, this is a much different Bayern team from the fall. What can be said about Bayern that hasn't already been discussed into oblivion? They have the best goal scorer in the world right now, the quickest and perhaps best left back in the world in Alphonso Davies. Thomas Müller maintains his place as one of the best forward-moving players in the world. Manuel Neuer in net is a wall. I mean, this team looks like a serious threat to win the treble. They still are the only German team to do so when they accomplished the feat in 2012-13 and are easily the favorites to do it again right now. They look borderline unbeatable. Leverkusen is a tough opponent, especially at home, but beating Bayern is a tall, tall task currently. Borussia Dortmund versus Hertha Berlin. Do you like goals? Do you like 2 teams with young talent who are trending upwards? 2 teams that need to get points in every single game to end the season? Then this game is a must-watch and is super important for both. Besides Bayern, you can't find a hotter team in Germany right now than Hertha Berlin. Since Bruno Labbadia has taken over the squad post-restart, they are 3-0-1 and threatening for a spot in Europe after looking destined for relegation for the majority of the season. They look to have a whole new team and have 11 goals to their name in the 4 games since shutdown, yet have only let up 2 themselves. They've been on a complete roll. Players like Matthias Cunha, Christoph Piatek, Dodi Lutobacchio, and Ibisevic scoring goals left and right, and them adopting an aggressive style of play that allows them to perform well on the counter, yet defend like crazy. This game will be an awesome watch. On the other side, you have Germany's second-best team and also a team with some of the best young talent in the world. Coming off a disappointing and controversial loss to Bayern in a lackluster first half against last-place Paderborn, Dortmund played like a team possessed in the second half Sunday, scoring 6 goals, including a hat-trick from Jadon Sancho. We still don't know if striker Erling Haaland will be available for Saturday's matchup with Hertha after sitting out the previous game, but if he is, expect fireworks after being shut out against Bayern. 12:30 Saturday afternoon to view this game. If you miss it, you are going to miss a fun one. Werder Bremen versus Wolfsburg. Speaking of another hot team, Werder Bremen is right there in that conversation. We're filming this on a Tuesday afternoon, a day before their matchup with Eintracht Frankfurt, but Bremen looks to all of a sudden be a dominant defensive team with 3 straight clean sheets against teams in the top 10. Can this continue against Frankfurt, another hot team, and then against Wolfsburg this weekend? Right now, I wouldn't put anything past them because literally nothing is getting past them defensively. We're seeing a team doing a good job of holding on for dear life as they've been in the relegation zone all season and could dig their way out. Wolfsburg is 2-0-2 since restart, with big wins over Leverkusen and Freiburg, but also avoidable losses to Dortmund and Frankfurt. Now that they are tied with Hoffenheim for the last Europa League spot, every game is critical for the Wolves. A loss to a team in the relegation zone could potentially be a death knell for their European chances. Can they regroup and put some balls in the back of the net? They're going to need to. Thanks for joining us, and don't forget to click the like button and follow us on social media at International Champions Cup on Instagram and Facebook and at INT Champions Cup on Twitter. See you next week.